Assalamu alaikum dear students, this is an overview of factors affecting erythropoiesis. Iron ingested is in the form of ferric and is converted to ferrous iron through the duodenal cytochrome B enzyme present on the luminal side of the duodenal cell. Then it enters into the duodenal cell through a channel which is known as divalent metal transferase 1. This ferrous then combines with apoferritin present inside the cell and is converted to ferritin. The ferritin undergoes lysosomal action and gives away ferrous iron again. This ferrous iron then leaves the duodenal cell and leaves the duodenal cell through the transporter that is known as ferroportin. Then this ferrous is converted to ferric iron through a enzyme which is known as hephaestin. This ferric iron then enters into the blood and combines with apotransferrin present inside the plasma. This apotransferrin is converted into transferrin and then the iron is taken to the bones, to the liver and to the rest of the areas. Now let's see how B12 is transported. B12 combines with the intrinsic factor and forms a B12 and intrinsic factor complex. This complex is prevented from digestion and it enters into the terminal part of the ileum. At the terminal part of the ileum, there is a receptor-mediated endocytosis taking place of B12, and then after endocytosis, a phagosome of B12 is formed, which is then exocytosed and enters ultimately into the blood, which then goes to the bones. Now let's see how does folic acid travels. Folic acid when enters into the duodenum, it undergoes receptor mediated endocytosis and a phagosome is formed. Then this phagosome again undergoes exocytosis and enters the blood, ultimately entering into the bone. Now the very important hormone erythropoietin, let's talk about it. Whenever there is hypoxia, it would activate the hypoxia inducible factor 1. This hypoxia inducible factor 1 will then get attached to a hypoxia response element that is present on the erythropoietin gene. After this attachment, there will be transcription and translation of the gene taking place, which will ultimately give away erythropoietin and will enter into the blood and then from there into the bones.